Nobody's watching and nobody cares. I'm gonna be yeah. My St. Patrick's Day. I got alcohol. If I wanted to steal it, somebody's leaving weed at my house too, but I'm not going to steal it unless he comes over. But I got alcohol. And I got food. Fucking Irish Day, motherfucker. And I got nothing to do. I gotta wash this shit before I go back to Supericon, and I need a new and shoes regardless. I'm not gonna name names. Actually, I shouldn't even talk. Never mind. Drama, blah blah blah. Thing that is happening. You know the song that says, you got girl, yeah. If you got girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. Because I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Well, I've always found it ironic that I do have 99 problems, but a bitch is everyone. And it's not the typical girl problems that everybody else has. And, like, I don't really, like, it's just humanity in general to blame at that point. Like, when I'm losing friends over a bitch I don't even like because their crush has a crush on me, you know? Like, I'm old now, so that, like, rarely happens. But in high school, it happened a lot. And, like, I kind of probably did it to myself by, like, before I got caught up with a really intense LARP group. My what was I talking about? Yeah, before the come on, focus. Bitches, everyone. Yeah, before that, I guys who were dicks or bullies to me or whatever, I would track down and figure out who their girlfriend was, and then flirt with their girlfriend to the point where their girlfriend was ready to break up with their boyfriend, and then call her a hoe for breaking up with her boyfriend because I didn't really want her anyway. And so I after that happened, like, girls seemed to only be interested in me if they were in a relationship anyway. Like, and very rarely does that stack up with me actually finding her attractive as well. And no, I have no delusions about why I keep getting cheated on. It's because I keep finding women this way. But God fucking damn it. Like, I'm running out of options. I don't know. I'm just. The last bitch they got through my radar made me completely second guess my radar at all. Like, she made me completely second guess reality, okay? The last girl that got through my radar made me second guess reality. And so it's making me completely second guess my radar as well. And I've already broken rules that I normally would set for myself. And I mean, I wasn't happy when I broke the rules, but I mean, I feel like I was feel like I needed it, you know. But I still wasn't happy with it. It was not a pleasant. It is not in my fat bank. I can tell you that. Um, but lots of people think she's hot. I don't. Like, I was trying to be courteous. She was very nice and polite, and she was giving me a place to stay. And I didn't really want to test to see if she was going to kick me out for not returning her affections. So I did what any gentleman would. Um, but like, it was work. She was not good looking to me. She, like everybody else, likes that she's a carpenter and a welder and a mechanic and all these guy things. And I was like, okay, well, that's nice. She can take care of shit for me, but her curves stop at her waist. So I don't know. Luckily, I know the crowd that equally finds her not attractive, but that's where I'm in the problem, the boat that I can't talk about right now. But my D&D character did just die. Like, she was reincarnated as a half orc and whatnot, and she works at the reincarnation therapy place. So they all knew her when she arrived. But I don't know if she still knows Celestial or if she knows Orcish. But whatever. Um, I suppose I'm gonna go look at what John's been trying to tell me about for the last 8 minutes. Oh, it's all Facebook related. I wonder if I can live stream there as well. Can I dual live stream? Dang. It was fucking down for a little bit, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look at all those pimples and shit. I'm sorry, I don't spend a lot of time looking at my face. I spent more lately because somebody wants pictures lately. If it wasn't somebody I knew in person, I'd feel like I was being played, you know. But I would still go along until I got them, you know. Even when it's just some random girl online acting like this, but like I've gotten this sort of in before, but I don't know. Yeah, nobody's watching. What the fuck am I talking about this shit? I don't need to. is wrong with my eyes? They're on this stupid shit. There we go. Alright, well, the camera's there, so fuck. I need to drink more. Oh, my acid reflux is gonna hit me later. Oh, I would have people to drink with, but there is a child who was born on St. Patrick's Day, and he needs so much more attention on this day than St. Patty. Because, like, that's cool, you know, to be born on St. Patrick's Day and have your birthday on St. Patrick's Day. That's a fucking awesome achievement that most people don't get to have. And you know he's gonna be a drinker when he grows up. Like, and I'm not even talking about into an adult. I'm saying grows up into a teenager. Like when, like, I'm just saying I wouldn't have been able to. Hell, I didn't even have my birthday on St. Patrick's Day, and I still wasn't able to resist peer pressure and temptation to drink shit. So I am not. Before I say this, I am not officially endorsing Skull by any means. They did not contact me or whatever, but my friend who bought this said he bought it for $4. So that's a pretty big bottle for $4. I don't know how fucking, like, I drank half a glass of this with some fucking, like, I filled it up to like right about here, and then I fucking drank it and I got fucking smashed. So I'm trying to pace myself with this. Fucking just the green apple. So I don't, get all dizzy and shit. But, I figured I hadn't done an update in forever. It was St. Patrick's Day. I'm wearing my leprechaun garb. I'm testing it out for flaws and defects and whatnot. I might just wear black pants because the button broke here. Like that. But oh yeah, D&D. They only insisted on reincarnating my paladin after I tried to roll a new druid. His stats sucked so much. He is practically an animal. Like, he has a 5 intelligence and a 2 charisma. So, like, there's that. And he's so hard to fucking... He's a snake shaman. He's a full orc snake shaman druid. And he's got a boa constrictor that's always, like, palling around with him, but how I imagine he, like, slumps over. He like, basically acts like a fucking gorilla about everything. And I don't know. Like, even if he wasn't an orc, those stats would have been a 4 and a 7, Even if he wasn't an orc. So they were fucking shit roles, and like because of how shitty the role was, like I guess he's gonna become my paladin's pet. But Chloe is still alive. She's just now a male half orc, and so I don't know how that's gonna. At least she has something to tell in the circles. Cause apparently they have like it's like fight club with fucking people who've been reincarnated, telling their stories of how their life before they were reincarnated and what they are now and the difference that has on their life. And but she's got an aura of courage already, and she didn't lose that when she was reincarnated. She just lost her most recent level, which was her sorcerer level. So she is gonna come into a rude awakening when she tries to bathe herself in acid. But she's only got an intelligence of 9, so I foresee that coming. Like she's not gonna realize that orcs can't. She's not gonna realize that she leveled down first of all, and she's not gonna realize that not everybody just bathes in acid because the fucking Sun Church has told her her whole life that that's normal. Like because she can still naturally produce the acid. Like she still gets the cantrips and whatnot, and just shh. But now it's gonna hurt her or him. Now it's a him. Now it's gonna hurt him. And she, I know why the DM look because she was a little cuddle bug with all the other characters while she was female, and the DM insisted she's got to have the same personality even as a male or whatever. So it's funny. At least Chloe's gonna made to look gay. Except for I've even voiced this whole time that I've been making fun of Christianity and projecting that over the sun, underneath the sun, projecting the sun underneath over the top of Christianity. And so now that she's a dude, she's gonna choose to be straight and go after chicks. She's got a 20 charisma, and I know what she would do. And then actually, in particular, since we're mentioning Chloe and her namesake or whatever, so, I'm not sure how much of this was my DID trying to tell me what was going on or whatever, but while I was dating 3 women at once and was unaware of it, but they were aware that the rest of them were dating me. I was not completely aware of it because stupid fucking DID shit. I fucking hate it. I would have loved to capitalize on knowing that I was dating 3 women at once. That was awesome. That would have been awesome. It was awesome. I get those memories now that I've like pieced myself back together. I get the memories of all that shit, and it was like I have regrets. I have but some of my finest moments are out of that shit. So, but fuck, what were they talking about again? Oh yeah, Chloe. While I was not aware, that these girls, the only way they were giving me any sort of public affection was when I was dressed in drag. down at the local Hell's Kitchen pretending to be their girlfriend. And when I was a girl, they fucked part of me. I don't know. The point is, while I was blocking that kind of act out of my memory, I was also having these dreams where I was a girl who had dreams of being me. And neither me and this girl's name was Chloe. And so, like, in her universe, there was a lot of swapped, but not everybody's gender was swapped. Just there was swapped genders all over the place. Like, my friend Renee was actually a dude, but his name was still Renee, you know? Well, she's like a dude to everybody, but, you know, she's not really a dude. And, I don't know. But that's where Chloe and her personality came from, because that girl that had dreams of being me, she was not the same person as me, like, and that's who I've been pretending to be in D&D with this Aasimar, is like, because I don't know, little voice in my okay, so more shit to talk about, I guess. And I mean, it's live streaming, so it's being recorded to somebody. Somebody's gonna watch this one day, even if it's long after I'm dead. I'm sure somebody's gonna do a book report on. They just need to do a book report on somebody, and everything else is taken. So they're scrolling through the archives looking for some crazy fuck to, like, talk about, and here I am. Before the era where people, I mean, I don't know. Just happy St. Patty's Day. So, I once did a report on fucking Charles Manson. That motherfucker had a hard life. Like, I guess I could do an extended version of it. It probably won't be extended because I had to talk for a full 15 minutes before, and this probably, I'm going to summarize it in a minute and a half, if that. But, motherfucker was sold for a pitcher of beer at the age of 3. Right there, like, that's a hell of a way to start your life. Your mom is such a fucking alcoholic that she sells you to a barmaid for someone else's, by the way, pitcher of beer. And this barmaid is so fucking desperate for children that she takes that fucking offer, and CPS has to come and take you away from that, which is a potentially loving home, to your I think it was grandpa and grandma. No, maybe it was aunt and uncle. Yeah, aunt and uncle. That doesn't even fucking want you, constantly giving you shit for being alive, where until you, by the point you're 8 years old. At 8 years old, you're a fucking thug living with these people. You are a runaway robbing convenience stores at fucking their own gunpoint. They pull a gun on you and you fucking switch it around at 8 years fucking old, and you go across the fucking state robbing convenience store after convenience store until the cops catch you on your fucking bike. That's Charles Manson. But, you know, then he was in the system his whole life, so it just snowballed. His whole fucking life just fucking snowballed. And he had such genius, and why is he forced into evil? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, he went fucking crazy because he was surrounded by fucking crazy his whole fucking life. Like, there's no way to know that if Charles Manson hadn't had a better home, if he had just stayed in the custody of that barmaid, imagine how different the world would be if he had just stayed in the custody of that barmaid. There is an entire alternate reality where Charles Manson is a philanthropist but billionaire before he died because he just stayed in custody of that barmaid. I fully agree that barmaid was a better fucking home than his fucking family. I don't know. I just... Oh. Oh, I just, like... It's just the sheer... I don't know, the sheer fact that he was able to accidentally convince people to kill people that he wanted dead, you know? Like, he wanted these people dead. He voiced his opinion to his circle of friends and then went to bed after voicing his opinion. And then he woke up and they're all murdered. I mean, there's a few, like, LSD shit hits in between that, but that's pretty much what, like, drugs excluded, that's what happened. Like, fucking, he just was chilling out, taking acid with his friends, and he's like, you know who I want dead? Shannon Tate. Motherfucking bitch would start the fucking apocalypse. All the blacks would rise up, and fucking, as long as a blackie did it, because that's what he called black people. He called them blackies. And he's like, as long as a blackie did it, like, that would cause the race war that we need to wait out until they killed off all the majority of white people until they were satisfied. And then we can come out of our hole and say, hey, guys, what's up? And since they no longer hate white people because white people are now the new minority, we can rule them. And that was Charles Manson's plan. And then he went to bed and woke up and Shannon Tate was murdered and his fucking 3 closest friends were the ones who did it. So, like, that's the life of a level 20 charisma. Not level 20. I'm calling it level 20. But that's the life of somebody with 20 charisma. And, like, he could have done so much great things if he was just put into the right home. And I feel like whatever powers that may be were trying to put him in the right home. And then man had to come in and say, no, fuck that. That's a parent. Somebody has to be related. And there's no guarantee that barmaid wasn't going to turn him into her little fucking whore. There's no guarantee. It was the fucking 60s. So maybe it was the 30s. I don't know. It's been forever since I was in college when I did a report on him. But, like, I earned a lot of sympathy. Like, I already considered him my hero because at first I thought, oh, he got other people to kill on his behalf. Yeah, edgy mainstream shit. But, like, he was really fucking racist. But I had a lot of sympathy for how he was raised and brought up. And the fact that he's been in prison since he was 8 years old made my heart cries for freedom for everyone. And I feel like maybe his problems were too many chains, you know? And, like, he grew to like his chains, so he did something drastic to get them put back on. And, like, I don't know. That's how I feel now. I've been looking at a lot of memories that Facebook has shared about things that I've said before, and the me 8 years ago was a vastly different person than the me now. I was still struggling with a lot of religious shit in my head back then. I didn't want to make Lucifer happy anymore, so I felt like the only place I had left to go was Yahweh, because Jesus never responded. And so I was trying to make the Father happy, and ignoring the fact that the Father wants me to kill everyone. I was trying to find a peaceful way to cause the apocalypse. How can I, at its core meaning, what apocalypse is a new beginning, something that drastically changes the world. And so at that point in my life, I was deeply concerned with a peaceful way of doing something apocalyptic. And the the best thing I could come up with that I still think is a good idea, just because I'm still an edgelord, was to name a child Apocalypse. And but I don't fucking mate. I'm crazy, right? But that was like, and it because like the words that he used, like they could be misconstrued, and I know Chris misconstruing that shit for years. So when I was a Christian, I thought I could misconstrue it as much as I wanted, because all it was is his exact words. His exact words were trigger the apocalypse, and he trusted what in this lifetime to do that. And like I've had conversations with motherfuckers since, and he says that I have done nothing but instances of doing that since the start of my rebellion. How am I supposed to know that what I'm doing isn't exactly what he wants me to do? And so, like, I don't know. I just you know, as a Discordian and whatever. Once I know my soul is going to the void. So, regardless, I mean, hopefully, my soul, like the way that Eris described it to me initially, like the fact that it matches up with their philosophy already, like I don't. It's the same thing I did when I was Luciferian. Is like I talked to Lucifer and claimed that I was Luciferian and saw how many Luciferians noticed, and none of them fucking noticed. Um, so, and that's what I'm doing with Discordianism now. And the only people who fucking notice are the ones that don't also talk to Eris. So, like, the only people that do notice, the only people that like. Because what I'm saying matches up with what Eris has told them. It doesn't match up with the Discordian philosophy, which is what the atheistic side of our religion follows to a T. Because it's like basically like they talk about the void, and Eris told me that when a soul comes to her, she just blows it up and turns it into nothing. And so, I mean, that's like ideal, actually. I want that to be true. You know, I want there to be an out between this heaven and hell bullshit. Because hell, like, seems like mental fucking torture, and hell seems like physical fucking torture or spiritual torture, like everything. So hell is torture of all kind, but like in heaven, at least your torture is only mental. And I was like, fuck that. Get me out of this fucking bullshit. And Eris just came out of nowhere being like, there's the void. Actually, she didn't say that. She was like, she heavily pushed Nirvana. She really thinks that I should become a Buddhist one day. And like, yeah, like totally join the Tibetan revolt and whatever, and like beseech the monks and become a fucking monk and all that other bullshit. But like, I'm so not ready to become a monk. Like, it's not like I haven't had aspirations I do come by meditation easier than most people. So I know I'm already adept. It's just I am not ready to give up everything for Nirvana. I can't do it. I know I can't do it. I'm not even going to attempt at something that I know I cannot do at this stage in my life. But Nirvana does sound like the ideal life. That does seem like the ideal place for me. And like the fucking Nazis online want me to think that Odin's calling out to me, but like Odin hasn't said a goddamn. I've gotten more word out of Thor than Odin, right? And it's just like I don't get words out of Odin. Like, and I haven't gotten in a real fight in a long time. And last time I got in a fight, I didn't even increased my heart rate. I got a fucking I got a scar that's gone. That's not even a scar. It's all gone. All gone. Fight over. Whatever. Um, but like I didn't enter the zone there, and when I'm like in the zone in a fight, that's when I feel like it's not my actions. I'm observing it, but I feel like Odin is guiding me, and that's how and I got and believe me, having 3 girlfriends that were openly telling people that all 3 of them were my girlfriend and they were okay with it got me in a lot of fights that I didn't understand, suffering from DID to accept the fact that I was a polygamist. And I'm like, I haven't been a polygamist since, but eventually somebody finds out and it fucks everything up with that friend group. And so I just like I have one polygamous past, and yes, those girls probably were the love of my life, but like I haven't even done anything like that since. Like fucking when you're in a monogamous relationship, your bitch feels like she's all that in a bag of chips. And I'm sorry, I can't even deal with that kind of behavior from me. That's why I fucking disassociated when that shit was happening. I still needed to feel like shit. Something about me, something about whatever was going on, I felt like I needed to feel like a piece of shit. Even though they all said they were perfectly fine with it and they loved it this way and they loved each other, and if I really felt that bad about it, they just make out with each other every time they felt like they wanted to make out with me, and I was like, and then that just made me jealous, which is what started them dressing me up like a fucking girl in the first place. But like, and which caused more DID stuff. However, like Pyro, who is my inner Viking, like the more beautiful you are, the more your woman loves you. So he was okay with being dressed up like a girl, and he didn't even pretend to be a girl. He just like dressed in their clothes and went to the bar or the pub with them, and was just, we didn't even fucking change our voice. We were just under the age of 14, so we didn't have facial hair, and our voice hadn't deepened yet. Hell, even at 17, people thought we were still a girl when they heard just our voice. But anyways, we just went to the bar, and me talking to them about the video games that I was playing got so many fucking guys hitting on me just because I was a gamer girl. And my God, dudes, like, not every girl is into you. Like, and I understand the desire to try, but like, just think next time you find a really cute gamer girl, is she really a girl? Like, question shit. Like, cause like, and if she's a lesbian, think again, is she really a girl? Like, because that was the identity they were pushing, is like, I was showing up to a goth punk bar with lesbians claiming I was a lesbian because these lesbians weren't ready to come out of the straight closet yet. And they're not straight to this day, they're just bi now. But like, some confused bisexuals who thought they were lesbians because they were attracted to each other more than any other guy brought a guy that they were emotionally attached to a bar dressed like a girl just so that they could show him public displays of affection without ruining their reputation, because of how many guys they turned down because they were guys and they're not attracted to guys. I want to. There's so much material. Like, there's so many different animes that I could create from my real life experiences that I don't know which one to pull from most. Like, the most exaggerated and supernatural, the most realistic, or or a mix in between and make a slice of life where I was aware of why I was getting people trying to kick my ass every day, as well as them being aware, instead of just Charlie complaining about it and then Adrienne apologizing to Pyro only for Pyro to accept her apology only for Charlie to go around telling people that he was still a virgin. You know? Like, that kind of shit. That's. And, like, to be honest, like, Pyro was still a virgin by, 4chan standards. And, like, it hadn't entered her vagina at all. Like, but we showered together a lot. And it wasn't me in the shower most of the time. And a lot of times she would just be in the bathroom while I was in the shower, and I would just uncomfortably wash myself as she was shaving her legs. I'm not understanding why she was this uncomfortable being around me. But there's bits and, like, there's been times when I woke up and it wasn't me, and, like, I would pull her into the shower with me, and she was more than happy to oblige. And it's not like we, like, full-blown had sex in the shower or anything like that. But why did her parents give her her own fucking shower? Anyways, but there's lots of shit that we did in that shower that I wasn't aware of because I didn't have any girlfriends. But Pyro had one, and so did Kane, and fucking they were best friends with each other. Like, oh my fucking god. Like, I had an angel and a demon in my head, and the fucking goth was dating the angel, and the fucking prep was dating the demon, and it was fucking weird as hell. Like, I guess opposites attract, but, like, holy fuck, man. And then, like, and I guess that could be just explained, like, with it just being my conscience, but given, like, full life. But between the two of them, like, I think one of them is chaotic good and the other one's lawful evil. And, like, I have a true lawful evil situation presented to me at this point. I didn't know how young the girl was at first. But I mean, she has tattoos. She's covered in tattoos and has a kid. So, like, and honestly, I just wanted to get her kid hanging out with my friend's kid based on their names. Because they have superhero names and shit. So they need to know each other. But I found myself liking her, and then trying to abort the mission and tell her that, like, I can't be friends with her because I like her, and that did not go as planned at all. And however, as soon as I get Optimus Prime's dad to respond to me telling him that Samus's mom is okay with them hanging out, and so it's just up to you. But he gets really stoned every once in a while, and he gets all really excited to talk to me because he's stoned. Like, he fucking, all his friends hate me, but, like, we play all the same games, and it's like, it's caused multiple times for his friends to give me multiple chances because me and him hang out and play the same games online, but we don't have any other public affiliation. We're connected through Steam and Discord, the gaming channels, and then that's it. We don't have any Facebook affiliation or Instagram affiliation or Twitter affiliation or any, like, affiliation that you would publicly show that we're friends. We're just gaming buddies, you know? But he has showed me that it's just Steve's and not all guy with any variant name of Steve that would. Actually, no, Vincent. Fuck it. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna stop talking. Well, nobody's fucking watching this. This is only for my benefit. I'm gonna watch this later and go, and then I'm gonna cringe and go, oh god, that fucking leprechaun costume. The one I got now is so much better. And so this doesn't fucking matter, I guess. And I don't know. I'm gonna live stream for hours because I'm fucking bored, and I know I'm gonna talk to myself. And I feel if I'm talking to an audience that exists, that is better than the voices in my head that do not exist. Even actually, so I'm a. Okay, so what I was trying to explain before is even on my meds, Eris can still talk to me, and ever since this human monster-ish stuff has started happening, I haven't even attempted to talk to her and ask her for advice because I'm afraid of what it will be, I guess. I don't know. This has got Lucifer's handwriting all over it. I can't talk to him, and let's put it in D&D terms. Let's say I am an ex-paladin of Morningstar, and so I became an ex-paladin when I found out how evil the Morningstar really is, and the Morningstar abandoned me. And I kicked it around for a while, and I currently worship freedom. But there's no room for lawful good in freedom, so I only have my proficiencies. However, along comes a vampire who seems more than happy to become this ex-paladin's undead companion if only he becomes a black card and lives with her. And this vampire has a very high charisma. What? See, I'm fucking drunk, bro. Oh shit, I got freckles too. I didn't even notice that. No, those are just open pores. Well, happy St. Patty's Day, everyone who's not watching. Oh, wait a minute. What the fuck? There is someone watching. I can't see who it is. But there's somebody watching. Oh, well. Oh, there's 2 people watching now. That's cool. Nobody's giving a like, but oh well. Why didn't I just do that before? Huh. Well, I'm gonna bring out a chair so I can. And I think I'm gonna steal some of Cameron's weed. I don't have recorded evidence of me stealing the weed, so we won't have any time today. Yeah, the 2 people are still there. Fuck. not a lot of weed to steal. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to come clean with them. Here, I'll try to fuck here. Fucking 3 people? Yeah, I'm not gonna call him. I'll just tell him about it later. Tell him to watch the live stream. Where did I put that fucking pipe? Alright, so this is a leprechaun stealing from procrastination, man. Alright, we're gonna put this in the fridge. I greatly appreciate this donation from. Oh, yeah, who cares? I greatly appreciate this donation from Procrastination Man of marijuana. And I will take it out of my secure account funds to repay him this 5 bull. That's the booth, man. Well, I mean, VR, here, take a hit. You're welcome. But, yeah, I'll talk more about shit, I suppose. There is a one benefit of being reincarnated as a. Well, I already talked about that. Show us your room, champ. Oh, fuck. I bet my phone is charged enough to do that. Holy shit, it's heating up. This is my house. It looks like shit. What your house looks like when you can't afford the basic utilities of trash pickup and you have to rely on neighbors to take trash bags for you. Like, this is my apple tree that I'm going to on the 5th of April because that's the new moon shit. This is my trash pile that stacks up because I don't have trash pickup. This is more of my trash pile, and it builds up. And I've been here a couple of years, so like my trash pile seems a little like smaller than it should, or whatever. Does anybody say anything yet? Yeah, this is the room. This thing, like, okay, so my hard drives are failing, both of them. So my computer is turned off. But because of that, that means I have an extra $40 to spend on heat. Um, freaking my neighbor told me that this is my bathroom, whatever. My neighbor told me to bring my PlayStation up sometime later today, so I can update all my games and whatnot. Because he has a PlayStation 4 as well, and I told him the reason I haven't been playing my PlayStation is because I need to severely update all the shit, and my internet just does not do updating very well. And I don't know. Yeah, this is everything. This is my small, sequestered, like, horrible life. Oh shit! In the fridge. Open the fridge. No, there's seriously nothing good in my fridge. I'd have to have a woman. That might be happening soon. I have no idea what's going on. She's doing all the emotional parts, but she's already married and shit. So this is just chicken patties and shit. Um, yeah, my fridge has more trash in it than anything else. This gallon of milk has milk in it. However, this gallon of chocolate milk is empty and it's still in there. It's even flaky. But oh, and yeah, there's Alfredo sauce. So, um, yeah, shit. I already got a fucking burn on my tie. I don't even remember when I did that. Yeah. Oh shit, Liam! What's up? My favorite Jew. Like, I don't know. I get the opinion of my favorite Jew before you was more of a pretentious whore than anything else. Like, she had really big tits and a pretty face, so everybody put more in, like, more value on all the stupid shit she said, myself included. And so, like, but she was my favorite Jew before I met you. You're just like the man, man. Tough guy in the house. Yeah, see, I'm a stupid cattle. I just might bite. Remember that. And that's probably why the vampires can't get enough of me. I do like have New York drinks yet to celebrate? Yeah, man. Actually, I'm already drunk enough. I don't want to get too drunk. Stop making me want to take shots. I'll keep that bowl there for later. I guess I'll sit down and talk with this homie squad. The mad lads. So what has your guys' life been up to lately? Oh fuck, never know you talking. I guess I'll fucking fill the void. That's what I'm good with. That's why I feel content with going there when I die. Um Shit. So the world that I will probably fill the void with, because Pepper has the most power and has yet to resurface since my high school days, is probably one made of food. And the food eats you back. And it's a glorious world. Like, there's fucking volcanoes. There's ice cream volcanoes with chocolate lava. And it's really searing a hot lava, but it's made of chocolate. You know? That's the kind of world that my brain lives in. And the jungles are filled with Mexican food. Like the plants grow into different Mexican food that is also carnivorous. Like, so there's a tree that has a fucking taco on it, and the taco has teeth, and it fucking eats people, and that's what it fills its meat with to attract more carnivorous things. Like, it's a plant that lives off of carnivorous predators, and like uses the flesh of other carnivorous predators that it's already digesting as bait for more carnivorous predators. You know, so like, that's the kind of world that Pepper created for me in my head. It's the kind of retreat I have if I ever want to like give control to somebody else in my brain. I can go on an adventure inside my head. Are there any Yes, there are burrito plants there. Um, I believe they're cultivated by the gummy bear people, though. I think that they're a natural, like they're a selective bred thing, kind of like bananas. Um, but the gummy bear people are a big existence. Like Pepper, like treats it like his own personal Skyrim. He treats my brain like his own personal Skyrim. So like he goes around and comes down from the mountains and he just starts eating gummy bears and lollipops, which are people. And like he's the only one that fully understands that everything is just he tells me that it's all just a delusion. I'm crazy, just have fun with it, you know? And or he used to tell me that, but like he's the only one I miss, but he's the only one that I don't fully understand, you know? Like, and he was always two-dimensional. Like, he was just always a two-dimensional skeleton shit. And fucking uh like there's sometimes that like when I oh my god, I was literally brought to tears because the commercial reminded me of Pepper and he doesn't even exist, you know? Like I felt like a dead friend. A commercial just reminded me of a dead friend and like he was never real to begin with. So like how pathetic is that, you know? I had to make up people to care about me. Especially what's the water made of? Um, Hydrogen, just like everything else. But yeah, like I miss that fucking godlike entity in my brain. Like not even the existing godlike entity is quite so godlike to me as that two-dimensional skeleton. You know, like he could turn
fucking gruel. I don't even really know what my father served me. He could turn gruel into ice cream, and my fucking tongue would agree. And so my young mind followed that guy more than anybody else. And but I can recreate Pyro and Kane in an online atmosphere, and it just be the same. But like Pepper, I don't think I'd have to put more effort. I'd have to put a lot of effort into being Pepper, you know? And like people, I don't know how, but fucking Pyro gets dick pics all the fucking time. Like I've had to block 2 guys now. Like they think he's a girl. I'm like, what the fuck? How does Kane not receive this shit? Like, and I get it. Like Pyro was when I was fucking like he was the personality that was in control when when I was like when those girls were making me cross dress and shit. But like, how does the universe know that and translate that and just send dudes after Pyro showing him his dick because they're like, oh, you're a girl, like what? Like that, I guess. Like I only have one picture of him and everything, and whatever it is, just what I drew, and like I guess Kane, I have more pictures. I've drawn more pictures more recently of Kane, and I guess I need to be drawing more pictures of Pyro. But like, why the fuck do you guys just send your dicks to everyone? Like, stop. Um. I don't think you ever seen a drawing of Pepper. I think he's on my Instagram already. No, he's on Facebook. I may be able to send a picture to you guys here. It's gonna pause the fucking live stream for a second, but I'll send you one in Discord. Check the Nazi Instagram chat. That's where I sent it. Cause that's the only place where I know where all of you are watching. Like all 3 of you are in. So I sent it to that. I think I posted a picture of him on Instagram already, but I was gonna send it on Discord, but like yeah, that's pretty much how he looks. But he has fucking he made it so that my internal world is 2-dimensional even when I'm 3-dimensional, you know? So it's fucking weird. And I mean it still tastes like, oh, you're all gone. Oh well. It still tastes. Oh well. I got more smoke to do. Okay. So who's back? Let's look at this. They won't let me look at it. I don't know. Get to know. Oh. And the two out of the 2 people that were admitting they were here, they would still like fucking lord that over me that I don't get to know, and they wouldn't talk until there was a second person. Oh. Shit. So, oh, fucking hate, man. There we go. That's even better. yeah, this is what I'm doing on St. Patrick's Day. I feel like Robin Williams, and I don't know why. You know, no suicide jokes aside. You can make all the suicide jokes you want from that. Oh my god, that reminds me. The fucking Warp Tour people had to build their stages to, like, to make them 100 feet from the audience in order to uphold sex offender charges and shit. Like, and Warp Tour is where juggalos spend their shit. And I've been saying for like months now that juggalo equals rapist. So, Irish anthem. I don't know what the Irish anthem is. Send it to me, and I will sing it in my Irish accent, lad. Don't you know? I have to sound a little American, so that it includes a Minnesotan accent. Don't you know? Fucking hey, man. So I've been live for an hour now. I have been talking to myself for. I was talking to myself for an hour. Now it's an hour and 17 minutes. I've been talking to you guys for like 20 minutes now, almost. So, kudos. Yeah, I can talk to myself too, without voices in my head. I can talk to myself. Just doing the Irish accent is what you want then. I need to practice for Sakurakan. I need to practice for Sakurakan anyway. Look, I can't. I got to go full Irish. I can't do subtle. I have to go full blown. I cannot do any subtleness at all, or else my Irish accent will just be like blown out to the water by like some fanny pack or some shit like that. I don't know. I'm using words that I think sound funnier with an Irish accent, and I do need to practice. I need to practice with this Irish accent because I need to be a leprechaun. I need to be a leprechaun for 3 fucking days. 3 fucking days of Irish accent. Do you think I'll be able to stop? I don't think I'll be able to stop after 3 fucking days. I think I'll be stuck for like a month. For the full Irish accent month, I'll be stuck. And I don't want to be stuck. I've been stuck before. It's lasted hours. I've literally tried to stop it, but it would not stop. It's just a full relenting force. It's like you are Irish. Let it be known. Free and proud. Irish blood crushes through your fucking veins, you fucking immigrant. You know, that kind of thing happens to your voice. And they don't even know. Ah, fuck, I can't do it. I can't do it without making an Irish accent. But I guess I could try to tell stories about my life just as if I were always speaking in an Irish accent. I wonder if this is what PewDiePie does. I wonder if PewDiePie talks in an accent that he doesn't really have, just to sell to that rich interracial international and interracial, I suppose. Oh no, not since the Nazi accusations, just the international. Um, but I'm sure that black people before loved the fuck out of him. They just they just all are blind fucking sheeple like the good Christians that they are. They're all lambs of God. That makes them all fucking sheeple, don't you know? And so me as a fucking butterfly that was once was a fucking crow, like, and that crow could never fit in with that fucking flock of crows. The flock of sheep never accepted me into their murder, you know. And like I tried so hard, like God says we can kill, you know. That's the thing that I was squawk as a crow, you know. And the fucking sheep, they just did not like it. They're like, I don't care how black your fucking wool is, you are not a sheep, my good sir. And they kicked me out, and now I'm a fucking butterfly because that's what Discordians are called, and I can't fucking help it. And so I'm a purple butterfly, I guess, because I have a Luciferian past, and every butterfly is different. But I'm still a butterfly, and I'm still a member of the flock. Oh, oh my lord! There's 4 people watching. I didn't even know 4 people actually cared about my channel. I normally get like 3 views on every video. But on Ajax, like that's dish. I seriously, I have the dish soap. Not only is Ajax the name of a dish soap, it is the discount brand that the food bank gives you. Dish soap. So that is the lamest supervillain name to ever have. But I'm pretty drunk, so I'm gonna stop the accent for a little while and get myself something to eat. I'll probably drink more, but yeah, I'll drink more before I start cooking. Why did I clean this if I didn't use it right away? I'm gonna clean it again just to make sure this isn't. I'm gonna make Alfredo spaghetti with chopped up hamburgers. I'm sorry. Well, I might be able to pick you up and take you with me after I like load everything up. Where's the noodles at? Oh, there they are. I need to wash the fuck out of this too. Now, actually,
This is how dirty my frying pan normally is before I wash it. So I've used it for hamburgers several times.
So I just put a drop of soap in there and let it do its own work after I put hot water on the grease first. And I put a drop of soap and it just like draws all the grease out of the beginning. And it makes it easier to wash. What is it?
Who the fuck is Sugar?
All right. So I have 2 hamburgers.
Have fun, fucking police. fucking that I have a friend named Police is funny. I don't know if that's not his real name, but fuck it. That's what I know him as. Oh shit, there's one person watching. Alright, well, I'll just probably rant about nothingness later. I already decided I was gonna live stream the day because fuck it. I want to, like, there's so much unbelievable fucking shit that I want to live stream my whole fucking life constantly. So I'm eventually gonna have this whole fucking place hooked up with fucking cameras, and like have it constantly live streaming every single aspect of my life. And certain cameras where I'm going to be doing naughty things, I'll have live streaming to Pornhub. And other cameras will be live streaming to YouTube. And so eventually I'm just going to have channels streaming different rooms in my house, you know? But yeah, I don't trust none of this stupid bullshit. Like, what do you do when every single option is a girl that's 10 years younger than you? Like, come on, I know that Liam's still there. Maybe he knows. Hey man, yeah, what do you do when every single option is a girl 10 years younger than you? And like, you're back. But paved cuck. Pavu cuck. How well. How well. So yeah, what do you do when every single option is a girl 10 years younger than you? And the most accessible one is one that's already married. Yeah, I don't know. But what? You said something. Go for it, man. Who's gonna you? The trash man. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna stay by the advice that I took earlier, and I'm just gonna wait for the drama to unfold and just be there. And, like, cause I already told her how I feel, and that's what she told me, that there's gonna be a bunch of drama, but she's very attentive. Like, oh, I mean, I don't know. I told her I was gonna be drinking today, and she's like, "Have fun," and then hasn't talked to me since. But what? What? He says we're not in the Truman Show, or at least in the simulation. Well, I mean, my personal hallucinations of my goddess has already told me that our entire life is just a simulation, or rather a video game for the gods, the beings that we know as gods, to play. And we are simply NPCs, and she personally feels bad for us, you know? Because, like, without us, like we do, they gave us an entire existence. They even gave us sentience just so their game would be more developed. And she thinks it's cruel to treat us the way that most gods treat us. Yeah, we're basically in a modded Skyrim, only like way fucking more intense than that. Like, I want to recreate the game that she's been talking about. I've already put down notes in a game that I call God Simulator, but I want to recreate the game that she says our universe already is. I want to do that. But somebody just said something. Right? Right? But no, she says that like fucking chaos is her grandfather. That's why she has extra privileges on her server, and he owns this company where the brand of the thing is the brand of his company is chaos. He owns chaos servers. So we live in one of the many chaos servers, and so different people host a different host as different gods on different chaos servers. But there's other companies, there's fighting companies trying to like their VR, trying to sell their VR is better, and like so right now chaos servers are dying because for I think it was terror servers or some shit. Like I don't listen to everything she says to excruciating detail. Like I think it's all a hallucination sometimes, you know. So fucking I don't know, but Cthulhu is one of her grandfather's competitors. Is all I fucking know. But like, I respect all the changes that he makes to his original template. You know, like that she talks about it anyway, and she says he probed her brain without permission all the time, and she compares it to rape. But I refuse to acknowledge that as rape. But so I don't know. I guess I'm too much of a Cthulhu fanboy. Oh, black holes. Yes. If who's watching still? Yeah, black holes. Um, you know how people who claim that our universe is a simulation claim that black holes are just places that we can't render because there's so much information. Like, um, that's we can't render it because it's starting zone for all the PCs, all the player characters, and we're NPCs, and we're not allowed to know what's in the starting zones. You know, and it's not about a render issue. It's about like a permissions issue. You know. Alright, I should be thinking out loud. That's what you people are here to watch. How many are you left? Oh, shit, all four of you still. Mostly I'm thinking about how this fucking hamburger is hard to fucking mash up with this kind of spatula. Like, these things that you get at Walmart all the fucking time, fuck them. They are shit about tearing apart hamburgers and turning back into hamburgers. Like that? Oh. Okay. So I have some friends that are deeply Christian because the Christian God has answered their prayers, and he's like a Marine and shit. And I actually do agree with him as a person. It's just that like we both went down some very different paths, and like we both still care about each other, but like we can't interact. I don't know how we can interact in the same circles unless I like actually join Space Force like I want to do. And like I have to wait for Space Force to be a thing before I can join Space Force. But they're probably gonna reject me because I'm schizophrenic. Or at least expose me to some like genetic therapy or some shit like that. But I want to join Space Force. I forgot to check what you guys have been saying for the wild. Oh shit. Kendrick Lamar is in a Skyrim mod. Oh my god, I love that you guys are still here. That you guys just fucking talk shit about each other to fill the void of bullshit that I'm fucking filling. I love you all. I really mean that. Like, you guys fill my life with its troll's heart with new regeneration. Like, if I was a D&D creature, I would be a troll, and somehow I'd still have 10 levels of paladin. Well, ex-paladin anyway. But at one point, women were so thankful for an honest man that they'd even take a fucking troll as disfigured as me. Hey man, what's your opinion on child slaves? I think as long as you pay them once they become an adult. Like, I think that all children are slaves to their parents. And it all depends on how their parents treat them, depending on how valuable they are as an adult. And if your parents fail to make you a valuable citizen, that sin is on them, not you. And as long as you make your child a benefit to society, then their slavery to you was worth it. and I don't want. I like that's really what it is legally. What parenthood is child slavery. But I don't know. As long as like fucking my relationship with Adriana made me really question the concept of slavery too, because my parents treated me worse than my master treated me. You know, like my master was really, really good to me. My master was giving me steak and potatoes every fucking night. My master was giving me was letting me sleep in bed next to her. She's the same age as me. My master was cuddling up to me every time she wanted to watch a movie. My master was using me as an excuse when other guys wanted to get down her pants. Like, and my parents yelled at me for everything my little sisters did wrong because I'm a boy, and obviously it's my fault because it's the fucking the responsibility is on the man, don't you know? And so, like, and I kind of appreciated that every time that me and her got into trouble, her parents, like, were yelling at her, not me. Like, because as Wiccans, they believe the exact opposite, that as the woman, she was the one responsible. And, like, that was a very, I don't know, I didn't abuse it very much because I really liked hanging out with her, you know? I just didn't know that she considered me her boyfriend or even husband for like years. Like I said, Pyro was dating her. She was Pyro's wife. But like those memories were locked to me for years, and I thought I was a good little Christian boy. Like, I think that my race template is still tiefling though. Like she didn't quite say it because she was basing off all our LARPing off of second edition D&D, and so tieflings weren't quite a character thing. But like the fact that I'm like picking up these pieces of hot hamburger and grinding them up with my fingers is like proof that I have more resistance to heat than most people anyway. And that is a trait of tiefling. So and she did say that there was demonic ancestry way back in my fucking family bloodline. The only thing that she said that Ancestry.com will confirm for me. That all the Reeves descended from Reeves when the Reavers were considered a demon tribe. So technically, I'm a fucking demon whether I like it or not. And all the fucking demon kin called me humankin because of it. I wish this fucking, what's it called? Spatula. Wish the spatula was better at grinding meat than my fingers were, and I wouldn't have to pick up the big pieces and grind them all up. All right, so charges stopped due to high temperature. Okay, so I'll unplug this for a while. Anyways, this is the hamburger after it's grinded up. I believe the water is boiling now, so I'm gonna add this shit.
I need to keep my stuff unplugged for a while. It might turn off again. I don't know when or how, but it might turn off. This because all the hamburgers browned up. And I still have weed smoke from the bowl that I stole from Procrastination Man until he declares himself otherwise. So, I mean, I've been watching a lot of like CSI shit for a while, or SVU, Law and Order Special Victims Unit, or some shit like that. And I found out that one of the things that I did that I felt guilty about getting away with for a while wouldn't be considered murder. It would be considered what's it called? What did they use? What did they say? It was lethal force in defense of a third party, which is more lenient than lethal force in self-defense for some fucking reason. So when I killed some dude that I believed to be a rapist, then the fucking cops would let you walk if they found out the case. That explains why when I tried to tell cops about it, they're like, "Oh shit, my heater's on this whole time." No, they probably were that too, but no, they were like, it was probably already been filed as an unknown. They don't want to dig it up and blah 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 blah. Basically, every time I've gotten in trouble with cops where they needed to do it, they said nah for the sake of laziness. So they straight up would, because the first time this happened, I was like 16, and like I told the cop that I just turned 16, and he insisted that I said almost 16, just so he could do less paperwork. and that was me fucking jaywalking. Now I don't jaywalk though, so maybe it was a good thing. Um, but like cops are, and it's not just me. Freaking my ride to the, like people have tried to like tell me it was like white privilege or whatever, but my Mexican friend, he does the same thing, and the only thing we have in common is we're just honest with cops. So he's even a like huge man whore, and I'm not. I'm a home wrecker, I guess, but like I'm not quite the man whore. He's an ex-man whore, I suppose, because like the last time he got offered like payment for sex, he turned the lady down. But like if you saw the lady, you'd understand. Oh, fucking! I'm so used to Facebook telling me all the people that are watching me at all times that like I have to guess at who's watching me now. This is what it looks like before I stir it all up. Okay. Oh, phone's about to die. I'll get you guys after lunch. I'll probably make